What happened to Fabrizio? Did Michael get revenge? The death of Michael Corleone's first wife, Apollonia Vitelli, is regarded as one of the film's most heartbreaking moments. Keep watching this video to see if Michael got his revenge. Following his successful assassination of rival mob boss Virgil the Turk Solozzo and corrupt police captain McCluskey, Michael fled the United States and was hiding out in Sicily. Michael's father, Vito Corleone, was the don of a New York crime family, and Solozzo had twice attempted to kill Michael's father. In Sicily, where he is guarded by a Sicilian bodyguard and interpreter, Fabrizio, and courted by the lovely Apollonia Vitelli, who was the daughter of a tavern owner in the area. Following Michael's successful request to Apollonia's father for permission to pursue a romantic relationship with his daughter, the couple had a quick romance before rushing into marriage. Michael didn't know that his trusted bodyguard, Fabrizio, had been turned by one of the Corleone family's adversaries and that he had hidden a car bomb in Michael's vehicle. Fabrizio and Michael were unaware of the fact that Apollonia had taught herself to drive, which was unusual for Sicilian women at the time. Apollonia then got into the automobile to show Michael her newly acquired talent, which was a surprise to both of them. When Michael sees Apollonia get in the car and Fabrizio's reaction, he connects the dots, but it's too late. This is a pivotal moment because if this hadn't happened, Michael may have chosen to stay in Sicily to live a peaceful family life. Instead, he now understands what it will take to keep his family safe.
He has to live in Sicily in order to feel that beauty evaporate, and we have to live in his skin in order to feel that pain. And this movie, without Sicily, it doesn't live or breathe. I need it. Please, Al, I'm begging you. If we don't shoot it there, they're gonna cut this whole sequence from the movie, and for us to get this far, please, I just can't give it up.
As a result of the efforts put in by Michael's father in New York, it has been assured that he would be allowed to return to the United States in complete safety. After that, Michael assumes control of the Corleone crime family and takes care of all family business, eliminating everyone who worked against his family in an effort to bring them down. Surprisingly, despite the fact that he is successful in eliminating the individuals who were almost certainly in communication with Fabrizio, he is unable to successfully eliminate him, the one who physically killed his wife. Although this may not appear to be all that strange, given that the last time we saw Fabrizio he was in Sicily and Michael is now in New York, it's important to note that Francis Ford Coppola, the director of both The Godfather and The Godfather Part 2, actually filmed scenes in both movies in which Michael gets his revenge. However, none of these scenes were included in their respective films. The fact that Francis Ford Coppola shot a great deal more material than he ultimately utilized in each of the first two Godfather movies is one of the many intriguing aspects of the director's approach to filmmaking. And we're not simply talking about scenarios that were planned out but were never really shot. Simply solely on the work prints of the first two films, there was an additional 45 minutes of footage shot for the first Godfather film, and an astounding 2 hours and 25 minutes of additional material was produced for the second Godfather film. As a consequence of this, you can probably assume that there were a lot of fascinating moments that didn't make it beyond the editing room. The book The Godfather, which the films were based on, was written by Mario Puzo, and one of these moments was a scene that occurred in the novel. Michael finds out that Fabrizio has relocated to the United States and is now operating a pizza restaurant in Buffalo, New York, under the guise of Fred Vincent. It is notable that Fabrizio carries a shotgun when guarding Michael in Sicily. The act of vengeance is carried out by Michael Corleone himself shooting Fabrizio with, you guessed it right, a shotgun. It takes place in the film after the scene of Michael's baptism and after the murder of Michael's brother-in-law, Carlo, but before Michael's sister, Connie, accuses him of killing her husband. Michael's famous denial of being involved in Carlo's murder to his second wife, Kay, is given an extra sort of ghastliness when the scene of Michael himself carrying out murder is added to the movie. Right before Kay has the door to Michael's office closed on her as she realizes he is obviously lying to her as the film ends. This scene adds an extra sort of ghastliness to Michael's famous denial of being involved in Carlo's murder. It makes perfect sense that an image from this sequence was chosen to promote the movie, since seeing Al Pacino carrying a shotgun seemed like it would be a lot of fun. Even though no one can say with absolute certainty why the scene was cut from the movie, one theory that makes a lot of sense is that the scene was just so bloody and gruesome that it was almost over the top and sort of took the viewer out of the film. This theory is supported by the fact that no one knows for certain why the scene was cut from the movie. There were images taken behind the scenes of actor Angelo Infantini, Fabrizio, which showed him covered in so much blood that it nearly seemed comical. Coppola was undeterred by this setback, and he proceeded to shoot the sequence in The Godfather, Part 2, in which Michael pursues Fabrizio once again to Buffalo, New York. This time around, a vehicle bomb is what ultimately brings Fabrizio's downfall, poetic justice style. Even this was removed from the finished movie, possibly because it was somewhat confusing as it does not tie in with the events of the second film. On the other hand, Coppola was successful in a sense in resolving the situation this time around. When Francis Ford Coppola was editing the two films together to air on NBC TV in 1977 as The Godfather, a novel for television, now commonly referred to as The Godfather Saga, he had to add in some scenes to make up for the removal of some of the more violent scenes from the original films. Share with us in the comments section below your thoughts and reactions to Michael's revenge. Click the like button if you'd like to see more videos just like the one you're now watching. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. I'll be waiting for you in the next video.